What is up, Lost Ark gamers? Welcome back to another Lost Ark video. Let me walk away from this artistic little boy. Today we're going to be doing an account progress update. I know I didn't technically do one for June. That's because I had a lot of things that I wanted to get out before I made this video, all the honing videos and stuff. But now that we're all caught up, I'm going to sort of use this as a sort of 6-month account full progress update. I did a full account progress update for January, so the start of the year. So I think I'll do one for the middle of the year and the end of the year. So, start off, we have the Soul Fist, 1591 currently. That is plus 20 on everything, and then a 22 weapon. Don't know if I'm going to be honing the Soul Fist anymore. I am starting to accumulate more leaps again, but I may just hold them for a con and convert at 5-1 for the new leaps. We'll have to see how I feel. Still working on the level 10 gems on the Soul Fist. I do have another level 10 gem since last time. I did gamble this. I didn't record it because, I don't know. I should have recorded it, but I did not. But I am plus 1 damage gem on my fuses, which is good. So I'm missing 1 damage gem and 2 cooldowns. I don't really need them, but I want to have a full page of 10s just because I think it looks cool. It looks cool, you know? Obviously, have LOS 30 on all of my damage dealers. And for the new set, the Kazaros Legion Commander, this is sort of where I'm at. 3 Awakening Cackle Sidon with 3 dupes. 3 Awakening Belshazzar with 3 dupes. 4 Awakening Vicus with 4 dupes. 4 Awakening Akan with 1 dupe. And maxed out Volton. And then obviously I just have the 1 Theamine. So I'm not going to be able to get this 30 anytime soon. And I don't really think I care to push for it. I have LOS. It's fine. As far as other things go that I'm working towards on the Soul Fist, nothing really. I mean, I'm still working on the gems, but as far as this character goes, I mean, this character is pretty much done, and it has been done for a little bit. But I am working on the level 10 gems. Next up is going to be the Berserker. Berserker is, I guess, technically my main alt. I still do enjoy it a lot, but it has not gotten the luckiest with honing. It does have a plus 20 weapon, but that's about all it has, as it is 1568. And I have a 1575 and a 1580 alt. That isn't it. But yeah, 1568. Still doesn't have full ancient set, but that's okay. I run 1-2s exclusively. I'm almost there. I'll get it before a con. It doesn't really matter. As far as this character goes, though, still full level 7s. Something I do want to start working on, though, as soon as I'm able to. As soon as I finish the Soul Fist, I do want to start kitting out my ults that I enjoy with level 9s. So that's going to be... Berserker is going to be one of the candidates for level 9s. I think it'll be nice to be a bit stronger. Still rocking this ghetto setup. I probably am going to transition this character into a 5x3+1 at some point. Whether that +1 is going to be Mayhem or not is still undecided. I'll figure it out when I get there. But as far as this character goes, I mean, that's sort of where I'm at, brain-wise on this character. And yes, I did bust out the hot dog, obviously one of the best weapons in the game. And if you disagree, I mean, you're just wrong. Look at that. Woo! Anyways, I'll stop staring at my hot dog and move on to the Bard, which is going to be my third ult. Obviously, I do enjoy playing the Bard, or else I wouldn't continue to hone it. I am of the opinion that while supports are nice, if you don't enjoy playing a support, then just don't play a support, man. Like, games are supposed to be fun, right? And if you're not having fun, what the fuck is the point? That's always sort of been my stance. Let's take a look at the Bardo, El Bardino. So, Bard still has level 5s. Doesn't really need more. Though, I will say, I do want to get a level 10 cooldown gem for Heavenly Tune at some point, so I am able to swap out Sonic Vibration, because I fucking hate Sonic Vibration as a skill. I think it's a piece of shit. I want to go back to running Harp of Rhythm. It also makes meter generation much faster. Basically, I want to get a level 10 gem for Heavenly Tune, as that's the one that matters the most. I also do need to get the Quick Prep Tripod to level 5 still. I've just not hit it. It is what it is. As far as the engravings, though, still 5x3. If I do end up swapping to Harp of Rhythm, I do think I will rebuild my character, my Bard, and go for a 5x3 +1. The +1, I'm not sure what it's going to be. I'm considering max MP as the +1, but I'm not sure if it does enough at level 1, like 5%. I don't know. I might drop heavy armor to be the +1 and have max MP as level 3. I don't know. We'll have to see how I feel. But it's something I'm gonna probably end up doing here sooner rather than later. Basically, when I am able to get the level 10 Heavenly Tune gem for this character is probably when I'll consider doing that. But as far as the Bard goes, still 1570. Obviously got super unlucky honing her. I'd like it to be 1580 just so I have a support to help people out with hard mode Kaingo, because there is not very many supports doing that shit that aren't already running with people. Obviously, as you probably already know. One of the other things that I do have this time that I didn't have last time would be Lost Wind Cliff 30. I did finish up Lost Wind Cliff 30, which is very nice. It's something I did want to finish, but I didn't really want to finish it super fast. Like, I didn't care to, but I did want to finish it. Just showing that I did end up finishing it. So, I think that's Bard out of the way. Let's head over to good old Shadowhunter. Shadowhunter, not much has changed in terms of me enjoying the Shadowhunter. I still absolutely love the Shadowhunter. It is one of, I think, the most enjoyable classes to play in the game, especially Demonic. If you've been around the channel for a while, you probably know why, but I'll just go over a couple reasons. I think it's very visceral. It feels very good to play in terms of, like, visually. It's good that it's also getting a little bit of a buff. It needs the buff. Its damage is not great. But aside from the damage, I think the Shadowhunter Demonic is super fun. And I enjoy it very much. But as far as the Shadowhunter goes, obviously I've had the level 10 gems on the Shadowhunter for a very long time. Engravings, it's still 5x3. I'm not sure if I'm going to end up going 5x3 +1 anytime soon on this character, just because the +1 isn't going to be very good. I'm still going to keep Adrenaline as a 3, and I'm not going to make it a +1, so the +1 would probably be like Raid Captain or Cursed Doll or something. Or I could go Hitmaster 1. That's 3%. Like, you see, it's like nothing. I don't know. I could try to cut a better stone, and if I was able to cut a stone that allows me to run Adrenaline as a +2, so essentially a 9/7, but counting on cutting a 9/7 is kind of insane. So, I mean, as far as the Shadowhunter goes, I don't think anything's going to be happening to this character revolutionary-wise. I'm just going to be honing it up to 1580 and then probably chilling on it. It's one of my characters that I like, but there's not much to be done on it in terms of progression. We're gonna move on to the Sorceress. Sorceress, I've had my ups and downs with. Sometimes I really enjoy the class, sometimes I really don't. It depends on the day, it depends on the boss's movement, it depends on if my Doomsdays are hitting, if they're critting. But I've had this character for so long, I feel like I might as well keep it in my top 6. It's not that I don't enjoy it, it's just that sometimes it can be very frustrating. As far as my Sorceress goes, however, though, it's also pretty unlucky in terms of honing. Obviously, it's my lowest alt in the top 6, 1565. No worries there, it'll slowly get to 1580. Its gems are still all 7s except a level 8 cooldown on Doomsday to help get that double Doomsday window in. This is another character I would want level 9s on, though it would be probably the last one to receive level 9s because, obviously, I've also considered putting a level 10 Doomsday on this character, but Punishing Strike and Explosion do a ton of damage too, so it's not quite like Surge. I am also still running the 5x3 on this character. Again, 5x3 plus 1 isn't very appealing because I wouldn't make the plus 1 Adrenaline. I would keep Adrenaline at 3. And the plus 1 would basically be just a terrible increase. Like, I mean, it would be an increase and all increases are good, right? But it wouldn't be something that I'd consider cost effective. Obviously, again, if I cut a 9/7 stone so I could get the plus 2 as Adrenaline and then be 5x3 plus 2, it'd be a different story, but I'm not in that scenario, and I'm not planning on cutting a 9/7 on any character ever, because that is insane. So, again, not much to be done on the Sorceress either in the long term. It's just going to be honing up to 1580, much like the Shadowhunter. Then we'll hop over to my last of the main 6 characters, which is going to be my Gunslinger. Gunslinger, I used to be very hit or miss with as well, in terms of if I liked it or not. Ever since the focus shot change, all they did was remove one of the pre-shots before the end shot, but that one change has made this class feel so much better. And I really like the Gunslinger now. It is still a complete piece of paper, but it's okay. Because the best defense is just not getting hit. Don't get hit, forehead. It's that simple. And this character is what made me want to get level 9s in my other characters. So this would be probably the first character I deck out with level 9s, to be completely honest with you. It is a 7 damage gem class, however, so that's fun. But level 9s aren't bad. It's not level 10s. That's what I'm going to copium by telling myself. Obviously, I did switch over to 5x3 plus 1 on this character because Peacemaker level 1. Big benefit, swapping in an additional level on Adrenaline. Since I was running Adrenaline 2 previously, it basically gives me a bunch of attack power and 5% crit rate, while giving me the stats from Ancient, and I was able to fix my combat stats. Yes, my quality isn't the greatest, but honestly, 1400 crit is perfectly fine. I'm missing, like, what, like 100 crit maybe, and that's including with pet buff. It's just not worth the increased cost for 100 crit. 100 crit is like 3% crit rate, maybe? It's not worth it. Maybe eventually, but I'm not too worried about it. Not too worried about it. I think that's about it for the Gunslinger, though. This is just a character that I do want to get level 9s on ASAP. So this will be probably the first priority. Obviously not full Ancient either. Again, this is one of the characters I do 1-2 on, like, exclusively. It'll be Ancient soon, though. 51 Phantom Intentions. Also, its hard mode Kangol luck has been insane. I have 2 books of Judgment on this character. Fucking absurd. 1580, Gunslinger, 2 books. Ridiculous. You need 4 books for the level 4 stone. Absurd. As far as honing goes, though, I do think I'll probably continue throwing some hones at this character until it gets to plus 20 on gear, just with the leap stones it gets. I don't mind stopping at plus 20. As far as my low peng alts go, they're pretty neglected these days. I just try to keep rest not capped, but even then, if I don't feel like doing them, I just don't do them. It's not a big deal, you guys. But they're stuck at 1460. I haven't 5x3'd any more of them. Obviously, I would make a video if I 5x3 any of these characters. It's fun content that people enjoy. And people get to critique me for buying accessories. It's free engagement. I love it. But I will be moving these characters up to 1490 in the July patch because the gold cost to hone them up is going to be removed and it's just going to be silver. So these all have plenty of leap stones to do it, so I'll move them up to 1490. I will hop over to my Reaper because my Reaper is a character that I've been, you know, focusing on-ish. It's always been a character, ever since I made it, that I've enjoyed. I've not necessarily wanted to main it or swap it into the main, but I have wanted to focus on it a bit more than like a low peng alt. So obviously, my Reaper, it has all Belshazzar gear except the weapon. The weapon is slowly but surely coming along. It also doesn't have full level 2 set yet because, again, I don't run Clown every week, but one more Clown run and it will be done. Because I need to upgrade the gloves, so that would be 10 horns, and then I'd have 20 horns. You get 10 horns if you buy all the chests, so then 25 horns to upgrade the weapon, and then I'd have a full level 3 set. So one more Clown run and it's done. A couple more Brel runs and it'll be done. I usually only run 1-2 if I run Brel at all. Again, the bonus stuff I'm not super worried about. That's why I say focus slightly on this character. Because I do give a shit about it, but it's not like, you know, it's not like I need to do this and I lose my mind if I don't. It's still running level 5s, even. I do want to move this up to level 7s eventually. I'm probably going to siphon off the level 7s from my main 6 alts that I replaced with level 9s over to this character. Because, I mean, I need to get better than level 5s on this character at some point. As far as engravings go, I don't think I'll be going 5x3 plus 1 on this character anytime soon. It's, again, one of the adrenaline characters, so the only way I'd want to do that is if I cut a stone, a 9-7, with the 7 being adrenaline, and that way I could plus 2 it. Ultimately, though, I don't really care, so I'm probably just going to leave it like this. Yes, quality is kind of wonky on some of these pieces, especially like this, my hunger piece, but it's Swift, so again, it doesn't really matter. I'm 50-50 spec Swift, maybe a little bit more spec than Swift. If I were to do this again, I would probably... I think I would probably go like 70-30 spec Swift. I have to see, though. But that's the Reaper. And then obviously the last character that I do want to talk about and show off is my Striker. Striker is another character that I do want to focus on a bit more than just a low ping alt, which is why I've been owning it, the whole Striker series, etc., etc. You guys probably know the drill by now. If you guys have been watching videos, / the channel, / following me, / ////////. But basically, the Striker, I've been doing Clown on it every week, just because I've been able to get runs with people that I know. I don't really like pugging things like Clown on a character that's very near item level because I can't do a lot of the heavy lifting. I need to be reliant on my teammates to be competent, and I don't have time for that. Obviously, it's still rocking level 5s. Here, I do want to get level 10 gems for the 3 damage skills eventually. I can slowly work on it. I can go level 10 LTS first, then level 10 Tiger Emerges, then level 10 Blast Formation. You get the idea. But I'm in the wrong setup right now, but here, let me swap over to this. I do have the 5x3 on this character, obviously, and the quality on it is very, very good. I'm missing 5 spec here, I'm missing 8 spec here, I'm missing 12 spec here, I'm missing 5 spec here, and I'm missing 4 spec here. So I'm not missing very much specialization, and I calculated it so with a level, or a 120 spec bracelet, I'll be over 1800. It is pretty easy to get a 120 bracelet. You just buy a 100 spec relic bracelet with 2 open slots instead of 3. Yes, you're losing 1 roll, but it's much more affordable. And honestly, unless you're a Giga Whale, you shouldn't be going for fucking 500 stat bracelets anyways. That's my opinion, obviously. But yeah, slowly working on this character still, working on honing, and I will continue to work on this character. I want to get it up to... Ideally, I want to get it up to current content, and that's where I'll end the series, quote-unquote, when it gets to whatever the current content is. So, like, when a con comes out, I want it to be at a con level. And then I could consider the series done. Is that realistic? I don't know. Is it going to happen? I don't know. But that's sort of the goal in my mind. But that's enough talking about my account and my sort of progression ideas. I think I've talked about it for way too long. And if any of you stuck around for that long, God bless your soul. But that means you kind of enjoy this kind of stuff. And I know I enjoy this kind of stuff from other people whenever they do like their account overviews and sort of talking about what they are trying to achieve. And I always like reading about what you guys comment in your own progression. It's just a fun kind of thing to do. Anyways, I will stop blabbering away and I will sign off the video. Thank you guys, as always, for watching. Without you guys, I'd be nothing. Quite literally. No views, no point. Bigger number, better person, as they always say. And thank you to my YouTube members, especially Blitzel, Remix My Life, I'm Nufu, Arazyke, and Peachy. You guys put a little bit of food on the table, you know what I'm saying? And of course, my tier 1s also help in that. It's Biscuits, Inder, Diz, Clouded, Dangerous, and Joxini. Each and every one of you, appreciate. As always, I've been ya boy, Brother Chris. Brother Chris, Sister Christine, Sister Christina. You can call me whatever, man. I don't give a shit. Thank you guys. Like the video if you like it. Dislike it if you dislike it. Leave a comment down below letting me know what you are up to this month / this rest of the year going forward with your account. And make sure to subscribe if you want to see daily gaming content. I know I've been back on mostly Lost Ark, but I'm a gamer. We're going to do more than just Lost Ark. Bye.